Good day everyone! Today, we're going to talk about the site of the first Mass in the Philippines. The first Mass is one of the most controversial historical events in the Philippine history. It was hardly debated where the first Mass happened. Was it in Limasawa or in Butuan? Debates continue on where the first Mass was held in the Philippines. Some said that it was happened in Limasawa, and others said it happened in Butuan. According to the Italian chronicler Pigafetta, the first Mass happened on an Easter Sunday on March 31, 1521, on an island called Mazawa, which was conducted by Father Pedro de Valderrama. The issue about the site of the first Mass was settled by some of the professional researchers. National Historical Institute studied the case and they conducted and concluded Mazawa was the site of the first Mass. Moreover, it was confirmed by Ge8 Commission, and I strongly agree that the site of the first Mass happened in Limasawa. First evidence, the subject of the controversy, is the identity of Mazawa. Pigafetta mentioned Mazawa, and Mazawa in Butuan is not an island but a barangay located at the delta of Agusan River. If the first Mass took place in Butuan, why didn't he say that there was a river by? Another evidence is that Spanish Jesuit missionary Pablo Pastels stressed that Magellan did not go to Butuan. Rather, from the said island of Limasawa, he proceeded. If Magellan traveled up to Cebu, how could the Mass be held in Butuan? Magellan did not travel to Butuan to meet with the king according to Pigafetta's in Albo. While on the island of Mazawa, they encountered two chieftains. One was the chieftain of Mazawa, and the other was the chieftain of Butuan, who was said to be visiting the island. This is in contrast to Francisco Combs as Chase book Historia de Mindanao y Jolo. Historia de Mindanao y Jolo was printed in Madrid in 1667, 4 years after Collin's work published. Magellan's route was defined differently by Collin and Combs. They said, however, that Magellan landed in Butuan and placed the cross there in solemn ceremony. According to Francisco Combs, Magellan traveled to Butuan because they heard the king of Butuan was more powerful and they wanted to meet him. Their standards were said to have been lost by the king. As a result, they held a solemn ceremony and planted a cross and hill as symbol of future alliance. And according to Father Collin's account, Magellan and his men arrived in Cebu in April of 1521. However, according to the monument inscription, the first Mass was held in Butuan in April of 1521. It was impossible to return to Butuan from Cebu in one day on the same day as the Mass because Butuan is too far away from Cebu and the ships at that time were not quick enough. In this situation, I agree with Pigafetta and Albo since they are the eyewitnesses and can be deemed first-hand account. Pigafetta's work is the most comprehensive and accurate work of knowledge about Magellan's voyage. I believe that the first Mass in the Philippines was held in Limasawa. The denomination of Christianity that became most embedded in Filipino culture in Catholicism, which was introduced in the Philippines during the early colonial period by the Spanish, Catholic ideas continue to inform beliefs throughout Filipino society, such as the sanctity of life and respect for hierarchy. Christianity really brings a great impact in Filipino, and for me as a student, when it comes to its culture and as well as the way of living. As a branch of Christianity, Catholicism believed in the doctrine of God as the Holy Trinity comprising the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Like most Catholics, many Filipinos accept the authority of the priesthood and Roman Catholic Church.